Okay, thanks for watching. Good day, viewers. Welcome to Make Me's channel. In today's class, I want us to understand the concept of factorial. Remember that I have taught permutation and combination. Factorial is a subtopic under permutation and combination. Now, permutation and combination are like twins, and you need to understand them. They are distinct. Do you understand? So, there are questions on permutation and there are questions on combination that the knowledge of factorial will enable you to understand it and analyze it better. But if you don't understand what I'm about to teach now, when I begin to solve questions like that, I don't think you understand it. I don't think. So first of all, what is factorial? Remember, look at this symbol. When you see a symbol like this, it is factorial. It means factorial. This symbol means what? Factorial. Now, we have 0 factorial, and 0 factorial is equal to 1. We have 1 factorial. 1 factorial is equal to 1. We have 2 factorial. 2 factorial is equal to 2 times 1. We have 3 factorial, and this is equal to 3 times 1. We have 4 factorial. This is equals to 4 times is equals to 4 times 3 times 2 times 1. We have 5 factorial. This is equals to 5 times 4 times 3 times 2 times 1. We have 6 factorial. This is equals to 6 times 5 times 4 times 3 times 2 times 1. We have 7 factorial. I'm going to stop at 10. This is equals to 7 times 6 times 5 times 4 times 3 times 2 times 1. 8 factorial will give us 8 times 7 times 6 times 5 times 4 times 3 times 2 times 1. I believe you can do the rest. So when they ask you to find 10 factorial, you start from 10, you multiply down to what? 1. Did you understand? When they say 20 factorial, you start from 20 and multiply down to what? 1. Now, another thing I want you to know is this. Did you know that here 5 factorial is equal to 5 times 4 times 3 times 2 times 1. Now, what I'm about to teach in this video, in today's class, is factorials of alphabet. Factorials of what? Alphabet. Factorials. Alphabet. And the alphabet in question, N, because normally use what? N. But before we do that, I want to strike a balance using factorials in numerals. You know that this now, 5 factorial will give us this. The same way, 5 factorial is equals to 5 into bracket n minus 1 factorial. But let me not use n because we are talking about numerals. I will use normal n in alphabet. This thing now means 5 in bracket. 5 minus 1 will give us bracket 4 factorial. And this thing means 5 times 4 factorial. And this thing equally means 5 times 4 factorial. Here means 4 times 3 times 2 times 1. Are you seeing that this and that is the same thing? Did you understand that? This and that are the same thing. That is for this. Take note. Again, do you know that this 5 factorial can still be 5 into bracket 5 minus 1 bracket 5 minus 2 factorial? Are you aware that this thing will still give us this same answer? How? This is what? 5 times 5 minus 1 will give us what? 4 times, because this bracket means times. Then 5 minus 2 will give us 3 factorial, right? So this thing now means 5 times 4 times 3. Now 3 factorial here means times 2 times 1. This and that, are they not the same thing? They are the same, right? Are you seeing it now? Now, let's come down to factorial of alphabet. When we have n factorial, is equal to bracket n minus 1 factorial. Again, n factorial also means bracket n minus 1 bracket n minus 2 factorial. Do you get? Again, n factorial is also n minus 1 bracket n minus 2 bracket n minus 3 factorial. Did you understand? Based on the facts we've established. So these things now will enable you solve questions, like, don't forget here I put 5 here, we put n here, sorry, and here I put 5 here, we're going to still put what? N here. Likewise this. Did you get? So these things now will enable you solve some questions like this. When they say n plus 1 bracket, maybe stuff like this, and they say you should find, I've forgotten, but there are questions like this you might be asked to evaluate, maybe over n. There are questions like this you might be asked to evaluate. So that is why you need to understand this concept very well. You need to understand them. Whenever you tend to forget this, remember that 5 factorial is equals to 5 into bracket 5 minus 1 bracket 5 minus 2. Now, when you have a question that involves 3, then you have to go down to this level. Because even here we did 5 minus 2, right? Now, if we still do 5 minus 3, we're going to have 5 minus 3 is 2. So here now will be what? 3 factorial. Here will just be 3. That is 5 times 4 times 3, then times 2 factorial to still give you the same thing. What do I mean? Here now, trying to use this now. 5 factorial. 5 factorial. So this is equals to 5 into bracket 5 minus 1 bracket 5 minus 2 bracket 5 minus 3 factorial. So this will give you 5 times 4, right? Times 3 times 5 minus 2 factorial. And this is the same thing with 5 times 4 times 3 times 2 times 1. This is the same with what we have here. Also the same with what we have here. And the same thing with 5 factorial as we had it here. Did you understand? So this is the concept of factorial I want you to understand under permutation and combination. So when you understand these things now, all those questions like evaluate maybe n plus, there are questions on permutation and combination that is void of numbers, like the way they ask, in how many ways can a certain network be? Those ones are straightforward questions. But when you see questions like evaluate n plus 1 combination, this and that. And again, don't also forget that n combination r, this thing also means n permutation r over n what? What will be here? Factorial. There's a relation here. There's a relationship here. And there's a question I'm going to bring in to make you come to balance on this. So this is another form, or should I say, another part of permutation and combination that you need to understand. Permutation and combination. In fact, I will tell you that the whole concept of permutation and combination is hinged on factorial, because without factorial, there won't be, this permutation and combination won't be a topic of discussion today or anytime or before now or after now. Did you understand now? So factorial is in fact the bedrock of permutation and combination. So I believe you understood this clearly. Follow these examples. You can do it on your own. You can even use 6 factorial to try these things out, or you can use s factorial to master these things. But in this, you basically use n, because what forms our formula here is n. N is used. Did you get? So that is that for today's class. And don't forget to subscribe to this channel and give this video thumbs up, because when you subscribe you get more notifications. How will you get more content or notification if you don't subscribe? You won't get it. But when you subscribe, anytime I release video, you will see it. And remember, I told you I'm going to solve virtually all topics in further mathematics and mathematics on this channel. For JAMB Byte, those preparing for JAMB, prepare to subscribe. Just subscribe and your JAMB is settled. You attain peak excellence. In fact, you are going to be at your absolute best. Stellar performance will be your testimony if you follow up. Thanks for watching.